What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and we are live. And in today's video, I'm going to break down my top wholesaling tools I use in my wholesaling real estate business. That's right. I'm going to break down all the tools that I use in my wholesaling business to achieve success in wholesaling real estate. These are just literally these are all the tools that I use, like my whole team uses for success in wholesaling. This is a highly requested video. This is for 2022, guys. I gave you the 2020 version, the 2021 version. This is the 2022 version of what I use basically on a daily business in our wholesaling real estate operations. Now, some of it's maybe just because I'm old school and I like some of these tools, and there's sometimes better tools out there, but this is just what I use in my business. It's just the most efficient way that I use it and how I gain the most success in my wholesaling business. So basically from A to Z, how I do everything from dispositions, marketing, acquisitions, everything. I'm going to break it down today. So before I get into it, guys, do me one big favor. Like, honestly, just one big thing, guys. Smash that like button and subscribe. Every time you hit that like button, another guru cries. So let's get it going, guys. But before I get into it, guys, I'm telling you, I am jacked up. I know today I'm going to help someone change their life and give them the right tools in their business. I'm going to answer all the questions today, guys. I'm on a different vibration this year than last year on the anti-guru train. And really, it's going crazier. So I'm changing it, guys. I am changing the game for wholesaling real estate. I want to share this all for free. So, guys, smash that like button and subscribe. And I come into every single live jacked up and ready to change lives. And to bring you on the same frequency as I am, there's only one man besides Rick Ginn that I know that can bring you on that frequency that I'm on. Let's get it.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Let's get it, guys. Come on. If that doesn't jack you up, guys, get up and let's get it, guys, because I'm here to show you the tools that you need. Guys, if you have wholesaling real estate questions, I'm here to share it. Let's get it. My boy Rico out here just made a guru cry by smashing that like button. Really appreciate it, Rico. You're the man. Appreciate all the comments, guys, all the support I've been getting lately. And I'm just here to change the game, guys. There's no sales pitch into this. Oh, I'm going to sell you on this. I'm here to help you out, guys. This is what I'm doing it. I know Peace got in the Facebook group. So Peace been always trying to get in the group, but finally let one in. So Aaron says, Zach the GOAT in the house. Not going to say that for the algorithm, but I didn't really curse. But hey, Aaron's on the right level today. I feel it. Some guru tried asking me $8K to learn how to structure a novation. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Woo. 8K. Come on. We ain't doing that. So without further ado, guys, I don't want to really waste your time on here. Let's get into it. And then we'll leave the questions for the audience to help them out in their wholesaling real estate business. And I'll get into how I can help them out in wholesaling real estate. So let's get it going. So off the bat, let's get it. Let's start it from the beginning. Let's get this going. So number one, what is the first tool I use? And we'll break down a CRM. So my CRM of choice is Podio. Guys, everyone in freewholesaling.com, if you're on the bottom here, freewholesaling.com, y'all already know I use freewholesaling.com. Everything I use is in there. It is the number one course on wholesaling real estate. Not my opinion, by members, it is. I'm proud to say that. It's pretty cool. It is free. It's probably a big reason why, but it's the most comprehensive wholesaling course out there. It's the for my history folks out there, the Library of Alexandria when it comes to wholesaling real estate. You want to know it? It's there. So freewholesaling.com. That's where I really show how to set up a $500 Podio system. Most people out here, big problem I set up Podio myself, like 4 years back, and every year I kind of update it. I have to drop a new Podio video because the old one's starting to become obsolete because we're changing some things around on it. We've actually made it more simple, just because of the amount of volume we're doing, and add some cool stuff on there. So I think our Podio video is close to 30,000 views or something. So I definitely got to drop a new updated one, and it's pretty exciting. So, but yeah, the CRM of my choice is Podio. Podio, it could be free. I mean, you got the amount of leads that I do, it won't be free, but overall, I can tell you right now, Podio is my choice for CRM, and it's definitely a great one. I have to recommend it. It is one of the GOATs. It's honestly great. Some people think it's not advanced for them. You can automate it, have people JV deals with you on it. It's absolutely an amazing one. Next here is call tracking. And in my humble opinion, I think CallRail is the best call tracking software. Of course, you're going to have to pay money for it. And of course, it has a cost to it. But when it comes to call tracking services, CallRail is definitely one that I'm using, for my operations, because you got to think of it like this. CallRail is a service where it's like Google Voice, just on steroids. I have like 40, 50 numbers on there, and I track everything, my direct mails, and I got like 7, 8 phone numbers on direct mail, including probates. I got SMS filtering from there, my follow-ups off of there, stuff that goes straight to voicemail. Everything's on there. Just a bunch of mostly direct mail, honestly. A lot of the cold calling numbers are not on there, but when we bring a cold calling lead that's becoming warm or qualified, then we bring them onto our acquisitions number for our acquisitions manager, and it's all tracked through CallRail. We do call recording. We can kind of just look up the data, and it's really good. It helps me just track exactly my KPIs, where I'm kind of crazy about KPIs. So it's really good for me in my wholesaling business. So 100% have to recommend it. CallRail has been amazing. It's pretty cheap for, a 7-figure wholesaling operation. I mean, it's pretty economical. And of course, if you're doing it for free, Google Voice will do the same thing for you. Just when you're running a bunch of marketing, it's probably best to do what I'm doing there. Bandit sign number still. It's crazy. So it's definitely the system of my choice. Next year is like team organization and just like time management and organization tools. I can tell you right now that the Google suite of products, I don't know what you're going to call them, it's definitely the best one out there. And it might disagree with me, but everything's basically on the cloud on there, and it's amazing. So all of our financial spreadsheets, all of the stuff that I have to use Teams for, especially like when we do flips and someone's got to update, an invoice, or, we got to pay this worker $300. Google is definitely right there, because Google Sheets is better than Microsoft Excel. Not software wise, I would say Google Excel is way better. Microsoft Excel is way better, but Google Sheets is like 95% of that, and it's kind of a cloud-based service. Plus, it's free. It's the best for us. We can share it with people. We can see all the edits. Someone messes it up, the edits are right there, saved on the cloud. So we got Google Suite. It's like the paid version of Google. It's for businesses. It's really good. I live by my Google Calendar. That's why I'm so efficient with my time. I don't wholesaling real estate. I'm not putting a ton of hours. Like, I'm not working 60, 70 hours a week in wholesaling real estate, because I got a team doing that for me. Of course, I'll go out there doing deals and analyze just because I love this business, but I'm able to do that and do my other businesses and do everything else really well because I'm very efficient with my time. I'm able to do these live streams because I'm very efficient. If I wasn't efficient with my time, I woke up in the morning and say, what do I have to do today? You're already losing the game, So the Google Calendar is probably the best for me. It syncs up to my iPhone, makes things pretty simple for me, and get notifications. It syncs up to like my Alexa device there, and it just popped up there. Alexa, stop. You see, I can't say that word on this live stream because I got devices everywhere here. But I'm telling you right now, it's really good. It's definitely one of the top ones for you, and it's just everything on there. Google Sheets is great. There's not much Google can't do, so it's definitely a really good productivity one. The cool part about it is it's all free. I think that's a really important part for a lot of people, but of course I have to pay for it. But when you have a team, it's amazing. Also, I can actually share pictures with cash buyers on Google. I can actually see who's viewing it. I think that's a really cool part about daisy chaining is if you send it to a cash buyer, he's going to give it to a wholesaler to do a JV of a JV. You can actually see who views it by the IP address and with the pictures in the folder. So very powerful stuff. So Google helped me out a bunch on there. I upload all because I basically get unlimited data on there, and with Google Photos too, if you want. But I have the Google Drive. That's probably very powerful for me. Really good organizational stuff for me. So all the properties that we do, all the pictures, all the MLS pictures, HUDs, they're all stored on there very easy and conveniently. One thing I can tell you right now is we do have like terabytes of hard drives out there just to back up everything from Google, just in case. You never know. But we always have backups and stuff for us. I don't get too technical with y'all on that, but the next here is for VAs, especially for hiring VAs. A lot of management of newer VAs that we have. If we kind of don't know how to manage them starting out, and we kind of need that trust to be built, we're still going to use Upwork or onlinejobs.ph, but I would lean towards just telling you guys Upwork is probably the best one out there. So Upwork, 100%, it's definitely amazing. And the next tool here that I use in my wholesaling real estate operations here, I can tell you hands down, it's one of the best ones out here. For lead polling, it is the government lists. And I also use listrei.com, listrei.com. I can tell you right now, when it comes to lead polling, one of the GOATs, absolutely free, you don't have to pay any money for it, is government lists. These are the water shutoff lists, utility tax lien lists, code violations, probates. These are amazing lists to be going after, and they're amazing. I mean, the code violation list for most people will get you a deal this month easily. So it's definitely one I would be recommending. Government lists, guys, everything at freewholesaling.com really teaches it. So everything you need to know about it is already there. Next, here's listrei.com. We pull our vacants, general high equity lists if we need to. There's so many lists on there. We also have drawing for dollars lists we can pull from there. Zombie properties we've been doing a lot lately. So there's a lot of great lists on there. You can do it by everything by equity. If it's a duplex or vacant land leads that we're going after, we can do it from there. Virtual lead polling, listrei.com's basically got it all. So definitely one of my favorite ones out there. So the next one here is e-signatures. So e-signatures, I can tell you right now, .loop is what we use. Again, we have a real estate brokerage. So all the agencies .loop, and we kind of already have the account. So this is one of the little, I would call it stubborn plays. Most people, DocuSign's probably better. I know Adobe, I think has a free one, or some ePanda. I don't know what it's called, but we use .loop. That's what we're comfortable with, and that's what we use. And a lot of our acquisitions managers, they're agents too. So especially just basically the one we have, that's the main one, agent. So next one here is comps and drawing for dollars. So for pulling comps, drawing for dollars, I kind of put them together in there because I use them at the same time sometimes. Basically for comps, I'm using listrei.com for it. Also using drawing for dollars, listrei.com. It's all in one. I've been approached by every drawing for dollars company. Oh, why don't you talk about that? No, because it's the cheapest one. And if you're already using PropStream, listrei.com is the best one. So for drawing for dollars, listrei.com is it. For comps, I use 3 ones. So of course I'll use PropStream for that. I'll actually use my property appraiser. Property appraiser is actually going to beat out listrei.com in a lot of things because property appraiser really has the best up-to-date information, and Zillow might say something different. PropStream might say something different, and Realtor.com might say something different. But property appraiser is really where you have to fact check things. So the property appraiser site, I get square footage correctly. Sometimes PropStream might be off by 100 square feet, or the MLS sometimes is, and maybe there's an addition, but there's a permit. The property appraiser usually has it. Property appraiser is really where I verify information. I use the MLS also for comps. I don't really use Zillow or Realtor.com unless I'm doing a live to show you how to do it for free, but it's definitely a great one and definitely something I'd be recommending right now. Next, with marketing, my gosh, these are the tools that I use for my marketing. I absolutely love it. I truly believe if you want to change up the game for marketing, you got to begin the right tools for it. And honestly, some of these tools you can use anyone, and you can just change them in and out, and really shouldn't affect it too much. But I would say for marketing right now, these are the ones that I use. So for skip tracing, I use batch leads. If you have a budget over $1,000 a month, and for skip tracing, or 1,000, I'd say about 2,000 leads maybe. You want to start using like batch. I know if you use code Zach, ZACH, I don't know why anyone puts a K with that, but it's ZACH. You get 50% off skip tracing, which is pretty good. That's a good little rate there. So I'll put it on the bottom if anyone wants to know, but 50% off of skip tracing from there. And then for most people, if you're not doing 2,000 skips a month, I would probably just use truepeoplesearch.com. That's what I did when I got started. And Batch probably not happy I would talk about that. It's the truth, you know. So batch leads if you want, code Zach, and that's kind of what I do. But really for skip tracing, if you're doing it all for free, which I think a lot of people should when they're starting out, truepeoplesearch.com. Next year for cold calling, my dialer of choice is ZachDialer.com. That's the dialer I use. Between you and me, Zach Dialer is just what I use. You know, that's what I use. But I don't think there's a big difference between that and Mojo Dialer. I don't think there's a big difference between that and Call Tools. I'm kind of just running a little away from Zen Call. I think it's a little tad overpriced. I have to pay like international fees. It's just the user interface is terrible on it. Zach Dialer is the easiest one, and it's all integrated with my stuff, so I like it. SMS text blasting. You know, I've been using Batch forever, so SMSZach.com is what I'm going to be using. Use that to get 500 texts for $1. Pretty cool, but yeah, SMSZach.com is what I use for my SMS text blasting. Got to keep everything compliant, easy, and simple. You know, I can always switch out numbers pretty easy. Best customer support in the game, so SMSZach.com is who I use for my SMS text blasting. And if you guys like think anyone's better than once I say, let me know. Like I'm just genuinely curious. Like, oh, Zach, broadcast style is the best one. I'm like, okay, well, tell me about it. You know, I'm just curious to know. You know, I'm kind of my bubble here, wholesaling in my area, and then virtual wholesaling. Like, I'm here to see people talk about other things, but sometimes I don't have the time just to check it out. So, always interesting. For direct mail, I use offerpostcard.com. Anyone who has joined my free direct mail course, I have to verify it, but I'm pretty sure it's the top direct mail course in the country by students also, mailingmastery.com. Basically, we only use offerpostcard.com for majority of our mailing. Now, of course, we do more. You know, there's other types of postcards, but really, if you guys on the bottom, if you're interested in direct mail, we teach it all for free. Because most people, literally, you have to pay a fortune to learn direct mail, or if you do it wrong. So mailingmastery.com, direct mail, I'll show you exactly how to do it for free. Pretty cool. So make $100K a month in direct mail, Mailing Mastery, and we kind of talk about offerpostcard.com. I don't recommend that. Here's the reason why I put that on there. First of all, it's free. Like, come on. But number two here is I feel like if you go to offerpostcard.com and you just send mail out, your results are probably going to be better than the average, but you could probably double that. You know, you got to go through the course. It's a free course. It's a free course. I get so many people like, oh, I didn't join that because I thought it was a paid thing. It's FREE free. Okay. Mailing Mastery is free. And basically teaches you direct mail. It's different than free wholesaling, completely different. And offerpostcard.com is kind of the postcard we use on that. But on Mailing Mastery, we teach how to do it from there. So quick shout out to that. So mailingmastery.com. But for direct mail, that's what I use. Next here, we're going to talk about cash buyers and networking, because cash buyers and networking, I would say, are very similar things. I think they can be used as different, but I would say for cash buyers and networking, it's basically going to be the same thing here. And what is it? So cash buyers, I would say top one, hands down, would be cold calling PropStream cash sales lists at listrei.com. Tell you right now, that is the top one to be doing. Go to listrei.com, pull the cash sales in your area. I'm telling you right now, you will have amazing results with it. Okay. But some people don't have the money for it. That's fine. I think Instagram and Facebook's probably the next one. Instagram more for networking, Facebook for networking, but Facebook's definitely for cash buyers. Guys, if you're part of freewholesaling.com, which I'm going to say this for the 30th time today, probably, but it is a free wholesaling course. It's also the most in-depth wholesaling course, guys. It's an 8, 10, whatever money. You guys know these guru courses are arbitrary. Let's say it's a $100,000 wholesaling course. Like, what do you want me to tell you? What's the value of it? You know, you can make $100K this year with it, so it's worth $100K. Let's call it a $5,000 wholesaling course. Okay, it's a $5,000 value free wholesaling course, and basically teach you how to go to Facebook and pull these cash buyers. And it's absolutely amazing. So I use basically Facebook groups to pull emails and email these buyers, or Facebook message these buyers, and you get a ton of free buyers from doing it. It's absolutely one of the best ones, one of my favorite ones out there. So definitely one I have to recommend. Definitely one I'm going to always recommend. And I can tell you right now, Facebook groups that's it. Facebook's great for networking on groups also. Instagram is one of the goats for it. You just DM people all day and asking questions. It's pretty easy to do. Always comment on stuff on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram too much because I'm kind of doing my own thing. But sorry for everyone who follows me on Instagram. I'm trying my best on there. I'll go on there like once a day, but I usually won't post because I don't have the time. Just checking quick pulse on the wholesaling community. But mostly I'm on the Facebook group. I'm way more active on Facebook. I feel like an old man saying that, but it's the truth. I just feel like it's way more powerful for networking opportunities and content, because I can't go live here on Instagram. I could, but it's not as interactive. You know, I can't put the comment on the screen here. I can't talk to the people in a way it should. I can't use the camera and the live streaming stuff. I can't get the quality audio that you probably need, so the audio doesn't doesn't sound terrible. Like, you can't do that on Instagram, and you could if you're recording stuff. But I'll tell you right now, Instagram's great. I try my best on there. I get hundreds of messages a day on Instagram. Still trying to get through all those. And Facebook, I get like 200 messages a day. It's nutty. Next here is email blasting. For email blasting cash buyers, gmass.co is what we're using right now. We're blasting a bunch out. You know, it's a great one. And surprisingly, this is one I did a year ago, and people always ask me this question. It's kind of weird I never said it, but this is the truth. For banking, I use Chase Bank. For my wiring, flipping, just get everything I do. Chase Bank's, I don't know, they're the best for me. We know the managers really well, our local one, and they help us in like a pinch or a problem. They're really good. So, of course, you know, we how do I say this politely? We big clients of them. So they're always taking care of us there because, you know, they make a bunch of money from us. But here's the thing. What I can tell, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop you right there, Donna. Okay, Donna, this is not recorded. Okay? I will never click the live button and not be recorded. Okay? Okay, Donna? I'll get to the point after I'm done talking. But this will never be pre-recorded. Don't worry about that. And then the last one, the most important one is, everyone asks me, here's a big question. It's like, Zach, how do you have your energy? Like, how do you get energy every day to get up, work, you know, all day if you have to, and get it going? My energy comes from you guys. I'll tell you right now, I worked literally all day today. You know, got up at like 7, worked all day today. And guess what? How do I have the energy to go on live here and go? You guys, man. I'm telling you, you guys have changed my life for wholesaling real estate. And I can tell you, I have the energy. I'm always jacked up because of you guys and the support you give me here. So that's it. So let's go over some questions I got on everything really and see what I can do. of course, I feel like I have to do this now. So I'll put this on really quick. This is my biggest flex to the gurus that go live. I've seen a lot of gurus stop doing the fake lives, but right here, guys, I'll give it for 5 seconds. You guys, the haters can screenshot this. This is a live video, baby. Yeah. Ooh. I got these gurus shook by doing that, but it's a live video. Okay. That's all the proof I really need. Okay. So let's get some questions going. Let's see how I can help the people out today and help you guys out so much in this business. If you guys got any questions, I'm going to be bombarded tomorrow, like bombarded probably with one-on-one coaching calls. So if you guys want, I'll try to make it a little easier so I don't have to do. I had to do a 4-hour live last week because of all the questions I got. So I'll try to spread it out a little, guys. Here's the StreamYard link if you want to hop on, talk any questions you have about wholesaling or tools. I'll talk to y'all on there and see what I can do. Tomorrow is exclusively for wholesaling houses for real people. But maybe I'll help you on if I don't get any questions asked. But that's the StreamYard link, guys. Want to hop on, put on everything. So let's answer some questions and see how it can help the people out. So Jonathan's cold calling probates right now. Yeah, I'm telling you, probate cold calling is amazing. I love cold calling probates. What's up, everyone? What is up? Let's see. Louis says, accept my friend request, Zach. Bro, here's the problem. I got like 5,000 friends on Facebook, or just like under it, so the thing doesn't go crazy. But I got the limit basically, and I get like hundreds of requests per day. No, probably 50 a day. I can't accept every single one. So that's my big issue. If wholesaling full time, what's the latest one you should consider cold calling? Where's the latest one you should consider cold calling? The latest you should consider cold calling 7 p.m. You're awesome. Thank you. Hey, Zach, you dropped this. Thanks for all the info. You've been watching for almost half a year now. Kevin, how are your kids doing? I still remember you guys. I'm telling you. Remember you guys. You guys are family for me. And seeing how I can help everyone out. So awesome, Kevin. Keep it up. I think Kevin's in California, but I could be wrong. What's up? How are you, Diana? Steve from Boston. Yes, don't waste time. Love it. Raphael says, besides divorce attorneys, is there a specific place to pull divorce list? What about eviction list? The divorce list you pull from your county's clerk of the court. Pretty easy one to do. So Raphael or anyone, if they want to comment below right now, their county, I'll do my best to pull the divorce list, or I can make it pretty easy right now. I'll show you. So Raphael asks here. So let me go to Beach County clerk of the court. I'll go to here. Continue as guest. Give me a second here. Case type, court type. Which one is the divorce court? Right here. Make sure I got that right. Might boot me out. Okay. So cool. All right. So let me share my screen. All right, Raphael. So this is how you pull the divorce list. So I literally searched Palm Beach County Clerk of Court case search, public viewing, my Palm Beach clerk. So you guys see me on here. So basically all I'm going to do here, really simple, is I'm going to go up here. Hold on. All right. So continue as guest. I'm not a robot. Now you guys know I'm not a robot. So shoot. I guess the gig is up that I'm not a robot, but fine. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go to court type, domestic. So I just checked it, make sure it's working. But went to domestic family relations. I can do everything at dissolution of marriages, domestic violence, all this stuff. Really, I'm just going to do all cases on this one and click search. I knew by fence end date, but what's going to pop up here? Let's pop it up and hold on. Yeah. So these are all marriages, divorces. So custody. This is kind of how you. This is just for today, but we see the name here is like Heather Maytu and Jorge Maytu. Look them up on the property appraiser and just basically see if they own property, and then go hit them up. Go to truepeoplesearch.com, find their number, and go from there. Really, that's how you do it. So I went to the public records for Palm Beach County, just using Palm Beach as an example, a huge county, and basically look it up. You can do child support too. That's always a good one. Those are kind of tougher, but this is all like free public government data you can go out there and find. Raphael, it's really not that complicated. I'm telling you right now. So it's very easy. If you guys have any questions on government lists, I'm always here to help. But yeah, that's a big tool that I use in my wholesaling business is using the public records. Florida's really good at public records. A lot of other places are really good with it. And it's definitely one I would 100% start recommending. So yeah, public records, hands down, is amazing. Raphael says, I know when you pull lists for water shutoffs, you go to the city, county, but have you ever gone to reach out to the actual water companies? I've noticed most cities have multiple water companies. So here's the issue with water shutoffs. It has to be public. If it's a private corporation, they don't have to give you that information. That's kind of the benefit of having a public information. You go to me and say, Zach, I want your social security number. I'm going to say no. I don't have to give it to you. All right. Hey, Zach, I want to, you do something weird. Like, Zach, I want to go inside of your house. Okay. That's cool. I probably don't want you inside my house. Okay. And, if it's someone crazy saying, I want to see your house. So I want to go inside your house. Well, no, I'm a private citizen. You're not, I own the house. So you're not going to, I'm not letting you in it. I have a right to that. Now, if I go to the steps of a courthouse and I want to go see a trial, usually they'll let me on if, I'm not doing something crazy, but that's the difference between public and private. So if it's a public company, public utility company, you should be fine. If it is a private one, probably not going to be the best one for you. So that's something I would say. Benitiez says, I have deals in Florida, but can't find buyer. Let me know where you need help finding a buyer. I can always help you out. Lyndon says, hardest part for me is getting some good buyers. Shouldn't be that difficult finding a good buyer. I can tell you right now, cash buyers, Lyndon, you probably have not been to freewholesaling.com. I can tell you right now, go to freewholesaling.com. I promise you it's going to help you out a lot. And freewholesaling.com is like, it's all there. So I would say go to freewholesaling.com. Definitely need to build a system like that for automation, of course. Facebook user says, let's go. Let's go. Where's the link for the live call? I'll post it one more time if you guys want to hop on and get that going. And post it. All right, cool. I've heard you talk about pulling credit card debt lien lists. How do you define that list? I found that list basically on PropStream, aka listrei.com. I went to listrei.com, and basically that's where I did it. So I'll make it pretty brief for you, but all you do is go to PropStream, you go to liens, you click other, and that's it. Like most of them are credit card debt list liens and other types of debts on there. So it's a great one. I need to get that team. I got to get to that level. A team is better. I would say team's better, but when you're starting out, you definitely have to scale it up. So I don't think it's anything that you should be ashamed of. Hold on. How do you find water shutoff leads? Do you have to call your local county district? You have to call your local county utility department. That's what I would say. Robert Poe says, what area? What area of Florida probably he's talking. Also, hi to everyone on here. Zach is the best. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Let's see here. Is deliverability sketch on your batch right now? I've been thinking about switching back to smarter contact. Try them all. Batch is pretty normal for me. I sent the link. That's what I use. do you use that? I don't know which one you talked about there. Alrighty. So that's the one I use. I use Batch. So, Kara says, hello, in an area that is popular for both fix and flips and rentals, how should I know how to price the property to the seller and end buyers potential rental, fix and flip? You use cash flow comps, which is basically divided by 1%. So if you know the property is rented for $1,000 at most, divide that by 1%. That should be $100,000. That's definitely what I can tell you right now. But I know that's popular for both fix and flips. How should I know how to price the property? You really got to just bring a potential like, hey, if you put 50, 60K, you could probably sell it for this and there's the profit. That's the best way you can do it to the end buyer. Jonathan wants to know, what if a cash buyer wanted to send my EMD in? I'm not going to say that because that's going to screw up the YouTube algorithm, but in a type of currency outside the United States. So I'll just say Bitcoin. So tell them to convert the Bitcoin into regular currency and then send it to you. Okay. That's it. Jonathan, you probably don't have a cold wallet. You probably don't have a ledger. You probably don't have all those things to store cryptocurrency, and your title company probably doesn't have that either. If it's in Bitcoin, it could be held in escrow technically. But unless you have a cold wallet or like just a hardware wallet, you're probably not going to do well. So the best one you can't do Tether on that, right? So what I would say is tell them to sell the Bitcoin, whatever that is, and put them in cash and with the title company, because that's what you're going to do when it comes to the clerk of the court for the legal documents. Okay. So if you want to make it legally, if like you got to go to court, the Bitcoin thing is going to not be well right now. And this is in 2022. Okay. Maybe we're talking in 2030 or something like that. And maybe it's going to be a little different. But today, that's probably not going to be the best one for EMD. Cold hard cash, because they're not going to buy the house in Bitcoin. Unless you have a title company that's going to be okay with that, it's probably not going to be too well. So I would say do not, if they're trying to do that, then they're not going to buy the house. Okay. And you should have gotten proof of funds. So in cash. Best questions to ask seller. Go to freewholesaling.com. We kind of break down that a lot more, but the best question to ask your seller are the 4 pillars of wholesaling to really qualify them to see if it's a good wholesaling deal or not. This always comes down to motivation, condition, time frame, and price. Why are they looking to sell the property? You want to know why, their motivation. You want to know about the condition of the property. Is bad looking? Is it good looking? What's the situation? That is condition. Time frame is when they're looking to sell the property, within 30 days, a week, 6 months, and then price. Where's the price you're looking to sell the house for? Those are what I've seen. That's probably the best one. Monroe, Louisiana in the house. Awesome. Love it. But yeah, those are the best questions to ask sellers. Hands down, I can tell you right now, they're the best ones. Official Stronger asks, have you ever closed on properties with no repairs needed? Working a probate list, found an unmotivated seller asking for retail price because nothing is wrong with it. That's fine. Like what I say in wholesaling real estate, and I say this all the time, and I say this a lot. When it comes to this, if you're working on a probate and it needs no work, tell them to go list with a realtor. We wholesale properties where people don't want to list it with a realtor. If they want to go out here and list it with a realtor, then fine. It's not a wholesaling deal. You just not have the qualified seller. I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't tell the seller they make more money if they list it. Do it. It's not a good wholesaling deal. And it's probably not the most ethical thing to do. We get wholesaling real estate contracts on deals where people know that they're willing to trade equity for the speed and convenience of a cash sale. This is like a used car dealership or a pawn shop. When you're putting in a used car, for a fact you can get more money if you go do the whole Auto Trader, the Craigslist, go meet someone up and sell the property with the VIN, test driving, all that stuff. but you just trade in because it's easy. And you know that you get more, but it's very convenient to do that. It's convenience. It's like if I went to Chick-fil-A and got a milkshake, I'm probably paying $2 for the milkshake, and maybe you can make the milkshake at home for $1. It's worth the dollar. You don't have to spend 4 hours making a milkshake and perfectly, right? And you don't have all the ingredients. You don't have the peach to make it a peach milkshake or whatever. So that's the one thing. And you got to qualify. Like, that's the honest truth. If the motivation is not there, then it's fine. So this brings us back to selling, peanut butter to people who are deathly allergic to peanut butter. It's not good. It's not a good look, and you're not going to sell it. So if someone wants the most for their house, hey, go with a realtor. It's the people that say, I don't want to list it with a realtor. I just want to get rid of it for cash. And they understand they get more with a realtor, then they're the ones we want to talk to. I think a lot of people in wholesaling real estate are getting this wrong, where they're scared that a seller is going to realize they can make more money listing it. Do it. Be in the best interest of your sellers. We're here in wholesaling real estate to solve problems, not to lie to sellers. I think that's a huge problem in wholesaling real estate. A lot of people have scarcity mindsets. You know how many deals I've walked away from on appointments that are like, you know what? I did not know I could probably make more with a realtor. That's great. Here's a realtor I know. Have a great day. And made like $3,000 or $4,000 on a commission split with a realtor. But guys, you're in the business to help people. I promise you, the more you give, the more you receive. And I think that's a big contribution to my success. It's not tangible. It makes no logical sense, but it's 100% true. The more you help people, the more money you're going to make. I promise you, in this wholesaling business, you might not see it instantly. When I go from making $20,000, $30,000 and I tell the person, you probably make more than the realtor. Really? Yeah. Oh, well, let me list to the realtor. Fine. Here you go. I make $3,000. I know it's coming back to me tenfold. So I'm telling you, having an abundance mindset and always helping the seller will help you so much. And I get deals that other people can't because I'm here to help the people out. So it's not the sexiest thing. Gurus don't like talking about this. No one really talks about it. I'm telling you right now, official stronger. You know what? If they want the most for it, let them list it. Now, this comes back to the next question here. It's like, hey, I want cash only. I don't want to list with the realtor, and I want this crazy price. Here's the problem. You can't have the speed and convenience of a cash sale and the most money possible. It don't work like that, okay? You're going to have to choose one or the other, It's like, hey, I want to eat 10,000 calories a day of ice cream, but I also want a 6-pack. It ain't going to work. I'm telling you right now, okay? Unless you want to work out 6 hours a day, which probably not going to work. You're not going to be able to eat 10,000 calories of ice cream every day if you want a 6-pack, okay? It just don't work like that. So you're going to have to choose one or the other. It's not always black and white in wholesaling, but for someone who wants with no problems with the property, you just got to go on the motivation and just get the best price you can. If the motivation's high enough, you'll get a wholesaling deal. That's what I can tell you about that. But telling you, try to help the sellers out the best you can. You will make the most money doing that. I promise you. Next here is, I'm going to start cold calling tomorrow. I'll admit I'm nervous. This is first time doing it. Okay, no worries. You got it. I'm telling you, cold call. You see me cold call live. I'm always help. I can cold call with you too. No worries. Webb County, Texas. I love it. Sup, Zach. What if you can't find comps for the property? How can you determine ARV? So ARV, you can determine it from a different amount of ways. Now, the property appraiser is another tool you can use. They have an assigned value on it, which is usually lower than the actual value. That's also a very interesting one to do. If like you have no idea, the property appraiser has a value on it. So if you don't know if it's worth 100 or 300, if the property appraiser has a 250, it's probably worth 300, 350. Roughly rough. I could tell you that right now. So that's a play I could tell you. Cash flow comps is probably gonna be the best one. There's no comps for the property. Figure out what it'll rent for. You can use tools like rentalmeter.com. They're really good, and they're ones I highly recommend. So Aaron, what I can tell you here is do the 1% rule. If you know rent for $2,000, divide that by 1%, it's worth $200,000. Donna says, what time is the call Thursday? And how do I get on? Go to Wholesaling Houses for Real, and the announcements, it'll be there around like 1, 2 o'clock. That's what I'd say. Hi, Zach. When do you do the role play with the script? Thursdays. Go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. I'll put it on the bottom here for y'all. Wholesaling Houses for Real. Bossman says, can you look up pre-foreclosures on the county website as well? Not pre-foreclosures. That'd be more of a PropStream. Rich says, hi from Boynton Beach. Love Boynton. I love Boynton. Are you on the west side of it or the east side? Let me know. Besides pulling lists in the city, county courts, or list source PropStream, what else can you pull good data from? Are there different sites? Any important ones we should know? Tips for finding a good list? Raphael, that's a great question. I could tell you right now, from my experience, the government list is going to be the top one after that. Drawing for dollars is going to be another really good one to be going after. So these are going to be the lists that I would start recommending for you. Okay. So overall, again, I'm going to say this one more time. The city, county courts, they're great. But if you want to pull the courts out of it, the city, I would say drawing for dollars is going to be the list on there. Not a website. You could use Google Maps, do virtual drawing for dollars, but I could tell you that's probably what I'm thinking right now. Overall. Dave on asks, this is a great question. The 70% rule is not valid. I say this a million times. Go to freewholesaling.com. We kind of break it all down there, but it is not valid. I promise you right now, it is not a valid one. I don't know who is coming out here talking about it, but the 70% rule does not work. I promise you right now, y'all got to stop using the 70% rule. It is not good at all. It's not something I recommend. And you got to stop doing that. Okay. I'm telling you right now, do not be using the 70% rule. I don't know who came up with this, but it is not the best one. So the rules that I use, do not use the 70% rule. I use a general rule of about 84% times the actual value of the property, because your cash buyers probably want about 15, 16, even 12% off the actual value of the house. How do I calculate this? Great question, right? So let's do some very, very, very easy. Okay. Very easy. Let's just pop it up. This is for very easy reference. So let's say the property is worth $100,000. Okay. It needs about $10,000 in repairs, right? That means we're at $90,000. Okay. $90,000. So times that by 84%. So if the property is worth 90, the cash buyer probably wants it for 75. Now we're playing house money here at 75, right? Now I know if the person wants to sell it for 70, I'll probably make $5,600 on it. That's the way that I'll calculate it. That's where I found the best results doing it. And that is definitely one I would have to be recommending for all of you guys today. I'm telling you right now, that's the one you have to be using. You'll find a lot of success with it. And it's definitely one that I 100% recommend right now. Shelbo the trainer says, thank you for the great content. It's appreciated and very helpful. Shelbo, thank you so much. What's up, Zach? Thank you for the training. Sue, thank you for the support and hopping on the channel here and just supporting us. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Aaron says, I found a property I like that was involved in a house fire. Homeowner had no insurance at the time of the fire. Should I just offer the price of the lot? Wow, no insurance. That's rough. I tell you right now, probably not good. I think we have a live feed of the Stewart Inlet behind me, so I think it went in night vision. So that's fine. I'll switch up. Hold up. Let me no night vision. There we go. Oops. All right. Yeah, if that property like has no insurance on it at all, it ain't gonna be a good wholesaling. I'm just telling you right now, it ain't gonna be a good one. So what I can tell you right now is, should I just offer the price? Probably and a little discount off of that. I would say that would probably be the best one right now. Caleb says, can you split commissions on retail leads if not an agent? Yeah. So you're not going to split a commission purely. You're not actually allowed to do that in most states. But here's the cool part. Let's let's go in the DL here. All right. So if let's say the listing agreement is 3% of a $300,000 property, okay, it's a little too good for you, but you gave it to an agent, 300,000, and they got 3%. They got $9,000 from the listing, and you agree to split it. You cannot split the commission. Okay, most states you cannot split that commission, but guess what you can do? The realtor can pay you a marketing fee of $4,500. Now it's $4,500, 50% of 9,000. Yes, but it's not a percentage. It's a flat rate of $4,500 for that deal. Kind of, is it clicking? So that's what I'd say. Now I don't know. I would never do that. I only do flat fees. If the realtors are watching, but technically no. If you go up to a calling a realtor saying, "Hey, will you split the commission with me?" It ain't going to be good. So that's what I would say. The Evan Dante show says, "Love your channel, and I am the same way on mine. Provide value, always come back." Sweet, thanks, man. Caleb says, "Let's see here." Caleb says, "Also, can you pull lists from the county props website if you live in a place like Utah that doesn't really show public records?" Yes, you're probably going to have to go in person for it, but it should be on there. Or you have to go in person. It kind of just depends. Raphael says, for contracts, seller to wholesaler uses a purchase and sale contract for wholesaler. Wait, seller to wholesaler uses a purchase and sale contract, correct. For wholesaler cash buyer to assignment of contract, I hear from various people you need 4 types. You need 2. Purchase and sale agreement, and then the assignment of contract. That's it. Okay. In the entire wholesaling real estate process, I'm telling you right now, in the wholesaling real estate process, there's 2 things you just need, okay? You need the purchase and sale agreement. That's for the initial part, right? The purchase and sale agreement is for you with the motivated seller to put it under contract, and then you sell that contract with an assignment of contract for a profit. That's how it works in wholesaling real estate, okay? That's as simple as it is, okay? Literally, that's all you're doing. Very easy, very simple, and that's it. So I can tell you right now, that is what we're using right now in our wholesaling real estate businesses to do well. So that's what we're doing, okay? 2, I've never heard of 4. I don't know who's ever said 4 before. That makes no sense to me, but makes no sense, but whatever. Raphael says, also, does the cash buyer need to sign a purchase sale agreement too? Am I missing? No. Unless you're doing a double closing, you should be fine. And you're probably not using a double closing, so you're good. Best sites virtually wholesaling. PropStream, I would say. How's the pre-foreclosure work? These are basically people that are behind on their payments, but they're not officially on their foreclosure process. That's the best way I could really describe it. You have to look up how each state does it, because each state does it very differently. Like, it's kind of weird, but yes. Thank you for dropping real content. Success cheat codes, of course. I'm always here to help the people out. Always here to help. What is the finding MOA when wholesaling? Max allowable offer, MAO. So 60% of ARV. No, like I've said before, kind of see what I said before. It's 84 of the value, not 65. And let me try to break it down pretty easy. Let me try to get the Miro board or something. I don't know what they call it, but let me get the Miro board. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can pop it up on my phone here. It's reinstalling it right now. So see what we can do. Let me get the board up here just to show you what I'm doing. Oh my God, sign with Google. Great. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Just give me a second. It's got to hop on there. I'm trying to get visuals up in here for you guys. All right, let's go create the board here. And new board. Create it. Because I'm seeing, he says, bro, 85 is for fix and flippers. No, it's not. Okay. Let me kind of show you what I'm seeing right here. Okay. because this is the issue that all these gurus are doing. Okay. All right, let me break it up. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. So let me pop it up right here. So everyone's saying this 85% rule is like the GOAT. It's honestly not. I'm telling you right now. So let me try to get the pen here. And hold on. Do I have the pen? Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing going here. There we go. Okay. Where is it? Hold up. Oh my gosh. They took away my favorite one. And there we go. All right. So let's stream on here, make it easier for everyone. And let me share with you guys why this 85% rule is the stupidest thing in the world. Okay. I don't know why I keep getting asked this, because I'm telling you right now. Okay. Let's go. So let's say a property is worth $250K. Okay. My handwriting is absolutely terrible today. Okay. Let's make it thicker. 250K. Okay. Can I change this up? Make it black and thicker. Okay. We have a $250,000 property. Okay. 250. Okay. So what we're going to do here is let's get out of this a little more. And where are we? Hold up. Shoot. Okay. So, all right. 250K. Really bad handwriting, but all right. Now we have two choices here. Okay. We got two choices here. How do I scroll through this? Shoot. There we go. All right. So we got 250. There we go. 250. Now we have two choices here. If we do the 70% rule, we can do one way. That would mean, and let's say repairs are, 20K, okay? That means ARV minus repairs is equal to 230K, okay? 230K. All right. This is where we got it right here, okay? So that is 230. 230 multiplied by 70% is 161,000, okay? 161, okay? That means the most I can offer on this property is 161,000. That means, and most cash buyers are willing to pay about 85, 84. So let's do 83 because, I'm stupid. So minus 230. That means cash buyer is going to pay you 191 for this house. Okay. If you get the right cash buyers in this market, it's easy to get one for 191. That means, according to the gurus, 30K is the minimum you should make on every wholesaling deal. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life for wholesaling, okay? I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. So you're telling me that every single person in my market, because that's the average price in my market, about 300, has to, at minimum, make $30,000. Are you kidding? Like, your latest gurus flexing checks for 15K, which means they're not even using their 70% rule. Okay? I love you, Aaron, but you're saying here that, is only for fix and flippers. Those are how your cash buyers are. Versus me, knowing that they're paying 190 for the house, I will lock this thing up for 180, okay? If I'm going against someone. Let's say I'm going against Aaron on the deal. Aaron's, the seller's at 180 and the other people are at 160. They're like, oh, we can't do a deal. 180 is too high. Guess what? I lock it up for 180. I sell it for 191 and I make 11K. And then someone they go in live and say, Zach, this makes no sense. Oh, this makes no sense to me. The wholesaling's too saturated. I just can't make money in this business. This is why. Okay. And everyone's like, oh, 250 is too high. Guys, look up the average price on homes in the United States. I am blanketing with it. 250 is very average. Let's look up the median house point in Florida. Median house price in the United States. Median home price. Okay. The median home price in the United States. Let me show you what I mean right here. Okay. The median home price is $269,000. Okay. All right. So for most homes for wholesaling real estate, I'm telling you right now, I'm not being wrong on this. Okay. You know what? If this will be the hill I'm willing to die on. Okay. That the 7% ARV is not right. The median home price is $270,000. Okay. 270. And everyone's like, well, it doesn't work in my market. Well, it's not my fault your market's 50,000. Okay. Sure. If the average price in your market's, 50,000, then the 7% could possibly, but the percentage of homes under $80,000 to $50,000 is very, very low. Okay. Let's go by state. Okay. All right. Let's look here. So let's kind of break this down a little more. So let's say Florida, 215, Georgia, 176, Mississippi, 119, 127, 119, 145, 154. Am I doing, is the average price under 100? I'm not wrong here. I'm telling you, Arkansas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, California, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, Wyoming. Guys, everyone loves to tell you that the average home price in the United States is under, like $20,000. It's not, guys. I'm telling you. Evan says 7% rule depends on the market. Ohio, it works with the low property. Sure. If we're wholesaling properties worth $50K, fine. You can use the 50. But when someone says a blanket rule that you have to use the 70% rule for everything, it is stupid. The lowest here is Mississippi, which is $119,000 for a median price. Okay. When you're wholesaling, you don't want to be cut at only dealing with properties under 50, 60,000. Okay. That means you're very low market share. You're not going to make 100. You could make $1 million, but it's very hard. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, everyone keeps bringing it to my attention. That's the 70% rule. And you know what? It's not Aaron's fault. Aaron's getting a guru shoving down his throat that that's the rule. Because here's the one thing, okay? It ain't 2010 anymore, okay? These gurus are stuck wholesaling in 2010. That's when they stopped wholesaling and they started coaching full time. During their time, of course, the average housing was like $60,000, okay? Have you ever heard your grandma or grandpa say, well, back in my day, I bought a property. We got loans and we got a job at the age of, 14 years old. And we bought a house for $3,000 in back in the day. Like, bro, this ain't 1934. Okay. Like properties ain't selling for $5,000. Okay. So I'm telling you, most of your gurus out here are giving you the wrong information. I will argue tooth and nail on this one. Okay. So this is a big reason. I'm sorry to just get very, very into this, but it's true that this is the issue with most wholesalers, especially watching these gurus. They'll go to the appointment. 161 won't work. They'll leave the appointment like, this person just wants too much. I lock it up for 180. I make $11K. I'm not, I wish I could make more, but hey, I'm not saying no to $11K. And do 10 of these, you do 8 to 10 of these a month. That's $100K a month. That's $1 million a year business off of gurus saying you can't do this. Every single time a guru flashes a $10,000 check, they're usually going against their own 7% rule. And why does this work? Most 70% rules are because they overinflate. The real ARV is 250, but they will calculate like the ARVs like 450 because of how insane their ARVs are. Okay. That's how they actually get it going. They'll put an insane rate on the ARV. It makes absolutely no sense to me at all. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me at all. It's crazy. It gets me all jacked up. So I can tell you right now, it makes no sense for me at all, the 7% rule. But I digress. Let's get going. Some more questions. Also, before we get some more questions, let's get let me get some water real quick. And we'll give a quick break for freewholesaling.com, talk about that. So Let me pop the video up real quick. It'll be like 2 minutes. Let me go grab some water. I'll come back and keep it up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hey guys, Zach Ginn here from Flip with Rick. And after helping tens of thousands of people get started in wholesaling real estate and helping so many people out go from $0 to $100,000 in wholesaling real estate, I'm super excited to announce my new wholesaling mastery course. This wholesaling mastery course will have everything step by step on the whole entire wholesaling processes. I'm going to give you real deal examples. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the whole wholesaling process. This course will give you everything you need to know to make up to $100,000 to over $1 million per year in wholesaling real estate profits. Most real estate gurus out there will charge you around $5,000 for a course like this. But today, if you click on the link, you'll get my wholesaling mastery course for the low price of
Sellout.
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I knew you would do this. I knew you were going to go the course route with the guru. It goes against everything we've preached from day one. Don't be a sellout.
The course is free.
What?
The course is free. I'm giving it for free.
Oh, I apologize. Carry on.
Jeez, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, duh. Do you think I'm going to go sell out as like a regular guru selling you a course? I'm not trying to make money off of you guys. Guys, over here, all you got to do is click there to just sign up. No gimmicks, nothing. Absolutely for free. It's a free wholesaling course. Literally, I've seen every single wholesaling course. I have access to all the 10,000 mentorships. Guys, I literally copied them step by step. I literally have an entire course set out just for you for wholesaling real estate. Click on that and let's get started. I'm back. Got my water. We're good to go. So, sorry on that little rant, guys, but let's show it one more time. So I'm just telling you right now, this is where I'll digress from here, but this little smorgasbord right here, I'm telling you, it's the 7% rule is dead, guys. The government printed probably, I forgot how much. It was like 7 billion. I probably got the number wrong. They printed so much stinking money that inflation's rising. And I was like, oh, everyone's like, inflation's 6%. I never saw this coming, but I'm glad I got my stimulus check. Like, you just keep printing and borrowing more. Like, you saw the debt limit was like 24 trillion. It's inflation, guys. And you know what? I'm not here to get political on it because, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, you keep jacking inflation more than the interest rate. The debt problem should be solved pretty easy. I mean, you watch, you guys, just inflation's real, guys. Like, if you ever watch Squid Game, you know they're playing for like 45 billion won, and they're like, whoa, 45 billion, and it's like $45 million. And obviously, you don't be doing all that stuff for millions, but like $10 is like what? Like 1,000 won, 10,000 won. Like, that's what $10 will get you there. So I'm just showing that's what inflation is, and it will happen eventually. Over maybe it'll take 100 years, maybe it'll take 50 years, but like United States will be in that inflation era unless you get a deflationary asset. So just letting you know, guys, the 7% rule ain't going to work. Okay, that's all I can tell you. And guys, I'm not here to fight anyone on it, but I'm not here telling anyone I'm right, you're wrong. But it's the honest truth. Okay, so sorry about that rant, but Helen says, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. Appreciate it. Thanks. How can I get contracts novation? Adrian, do not do novation agreements. Search novation agreements space flip with Rick. We are not, novation agreements are stupid and they're legally put you in a lot of trouble. So not a big fan of them. Mr. Lava, hello. Says, has a cash buyer ever backed out after seeing how much you would make on the assignment? We've never had a cash buyer back out because of that. Not at all. Is 65% safe? All right. Glockstar says, I'm in Georgia. How complicated do we think for pre-foreclosure to be? Very easy and simple to do. Very, very, very simple to do. Pre-foreclosures are pretty easy to do. Thanks, Zach. You're the best, man. A guru said 4 pieces of paper pertaining to the contract question I had. Yeah, it is 4 pieces of paper. Maybe the assignment's 2 pages and the purchase and sales 2 pages. He could be right. Not 4 contracts, though. You know, if you print them double sides, 2 pieces of paper, right? So hard getting 3 stacked vacant property owners to answer the phone. It seems like the motivation factor is that hard to get on the phone. Yeah, you're behind on like paying and a lot of payments. It's going to be extremely hard to get in front of these sellers and get them to answer you. So, of course, it's going to be difficult. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game, right? That's why you talk to thousands of them, and the ones that answer, pretty good deals, right? Oh, I really need water when I'm doing these lives. I don't know why, but all righty. Aaron says, in regards to house fire home, well, he owned the house almost 25 years. He also owns more houses, so it's not like he had a huge hole over it. I think he'd want to get rid of it. Yeah, just do land value and try to get a little more than that, because obviously they have to tear it all down. So it's a big issue. MJJ Smooth Criminal, always on the lives. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Says, when texting for sale by owner properties, when is the right time or way to bring up the price to put an offer on it? You know me, bro. I cold call for sale owners. I don't text them. You bring up the price on the conversation. You saw me close that deal yesterday, hopefully. You got to do it over the phone, okay? I'm telling you right now. I promise you, like, when texting a for sale by owner, do not be texting them, calling them. I promise you. If you have to text them if they're interested in. You see, you got to build a rapport to come down on the price. So I wouldn't be successful texting it. Justin, what's up? I've been doing what you said about driving DFD, driving for dollars, probably getting 50 house to guarantee deal. I'm on 200 right now. Let's get it. And don't be putting number like houses just because, it's going to get close to my 500 to 1,000. Do legitimate driving for dollars leads, properties that don't look good. Promise you I'll help you out. W. Shaw is here, says, because that's what the gurus and hard money lenders teach. Of course. I'm telling you. Makes no sense for me, but hey, I ain't selling you a course. That's why I can say this, you know? No bleep. The numbers just don't make sense. Keith, exactly. They just don't make sense at all. Thank you for breaking the dish, Zach. One day I'll go. I get to meet you. Of course you will. The 7% rule depends on the market. Yeah. All right. So Ferris says, hi, Zach. First time new investor. What's your favorite all-time lead list to use all time? I would say drawing for dollars. All time I had to do it, drawing for dollars. Because I won't go crazy cold calling all day doing that. So before we get to the next questions, guys, do me one big favor. If you're watching this video, hit that like button. Like, all right, I'm going to pause right now. Just so everyone's like, oh, because I'm watching it. You can, like, I'm pausing right now. See the like button. If you're on Facebook, click it. You're on YouTube, click it. Click that like button right now. Oh, I don't know where the like. Wait, be right here, right? I think so. Hit that like button. All right, we're going to count down. I'm going to count down 10 seconds, okay? It takes 10 seconds to hit that like button, okay? 10, 9, hit that like button. 7, 6, 5, hit the like button, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Did everyone, guys, hit that like? Hit it. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I don't know why I have to do that, but I have to do that. I'm telling you, that's it. Let's see. Keith says, find out what your buyer is willing to pay and negotiate from the seller. Keith, that's exactly what I do. You're ahead of the game on it. I'm telling you, those are the little things that like you have to know in wholesaling real estate to gain that advantage over your competition, because most of your competition is doing the 7% rule. It's archaic. So it's crazy. 86 in SoCal. Yeah, it's a little higher. I mean, usually the higher price point, the higher the percentage, but again, it's kind of hard to get a deal, obviously, from there. So Jack Quez Stevens, what's up? Hey, Zach, new subscriber here and new to the group. I'm very excited. I'm from Miami. Love the channel, learning a lot from you and Rick. Jack Quez, Jake, please tell me if I'm saying it right or wrong. Appreciate you, bro. Love Miami. Great market. Probably not the best market for wholesaling, but still, you can make it work. So appreciate you watching it. Appreciate you showing the support. Thank you so much. What's up, Zach? Grand Rapids. See, Ryan, that's a great one, Ryan. Grand Rapids, I'm telling you. What is up, Keith? Haha, I love this video. He killed it with this course. Appreciate it, Caleb. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you so much. See here. What is the Latoya says, what is the best method to determine repair cost when you're wholesaling virtually? I plan on hiring a photographer to take pictures of me, but will there be enough for me to determine the repair cost? Let me show you this real quick, Latoya. I use PropStream for it. So actually, yeah, I can show you. Basically on PropStream, let me log in real quick to show you. PropStream has Blue Hammer, which you have to pay a bunch of money for, but PropStream you get for free. Most people don't know that. Let me pop it up for you. Let's do Harris County. Share. All right. Actually, hold on. My properties. So if I go here, hold on. Okay. So I'll pull a list we did. We just pulled because we're doing some more virtual wholesaling. So I'll give you one lead, okay? Rarely do this, but fine. So here's one in Southfield, Michigan, doing some virtual wholesaling in Michigan. So it's a great market for us. So to hit repair costs on here, what I do is I click rehab calculator. Hold up. Let me make sure everyone saw that. Right here, I click a rehab calculator. So the question here was, what's the best method to determine repair cost? This is the easiest one to do, okay? You got to see the condition of it with pictures, but you click here, rehab calculator, okay? Rehab calculator. I'm going to say it one more time. This blue button right here, rehab calculator. Click that. Let me share my screen on what comes after I click that. It's all on listrei.com. Usually you have to pay a bunch of money for this. But what Blue Hammer is going to do here is it's going to show you the estimated repair costs of things in Michigan, especially in that zip code. It will show you the cost in Michigan to get things repaired. It's very good. You got to pay a bunch of money for just Blue Hammer in general, but everyone who has PropStream, make listrei.com. Get a free trial. Use listrei.com, LASTREI.com for PropStream. No other group talks about this. I don't know why. I just hidden, I guess, because I don't use PropStream. But let's see. Right here is to estimate new repair cost, new project. It's creating an estimate for things. So search by popular projects, individual actions. Let's do individual for now. Let's say the property needs something, you know. Let's say it needs a new HVAC system, right? That's the only thing wrong with it, you know. It needs cooling AC, maybe electric and heat. Let's say it just needs a new central AC, okay? Let's say it needs a repair install. Let's say it's a repair. It's just broken, you know. What is it going to be? You know, service call, HVAC. It's going to repair the system. Like, what do you think? You know, you're going to say, Zach, the condensing unit is screwed up. It's a 3-ton or whatever. You know, you can actually get in the full thing. But let's say inspect and diagnose, okay? Let's say, you know, let's just say general, okay? Let's do this. And entire house, add to estimate. That cost should be about $145 to fix the AC. That's pretty cool, right? So here's another thing we can do here. Let's go search items by popular projects. Let's just say it needs new flooring. All right. This property needs laminate. Let's do in the kitchen. Okay. Better, just good. Let's just say the bathroom needs one, the bedroom, dining room, not the bathroom. Let's just say entire house, okay? Needs it. It already has the square footage, so it knows what the build quality of that's going to be. Now, it knows about 1,000 to repair the entire one. So it's going to show you cost of things too. So to mask, all right. Area measurement, calculate measurements. Let's say it's 1,200 square feet, okay? Flat roof. So it'll be there by square footage. So it'll do it all in there. But I'm not going to get into the full thing, but all right. So laminate 684. Maybe if I want like good laminate in the entire house, it might be $8,000. It's really dependent on to remove it and add it in. If you use like expensive labor, now use someone that might be a little cheaper than that, but that's how you do it. I'm not going to get to the full breakdown on that, but that's what you do. Hopefully that helps you out. All right, get out of PropStream. Let's get some more questions going. Indeed. Nicole says your ranting rabbit holes have literally the best value. You're my favorite. They're my favorite. Thank you so much, Nicole. Appreciate it. I'm always ranting about something in wholesaling real estate, so that's cool. Thank you. What about lower appreciating markets? Just wholesaling them, you know, like lower appreciation market works too. Just probably not the best. So yeah, I'll give you some advice right here. Let me pop it up. Lowest appreciating markets USA. A lot of ice in there, geez. So least Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and West Virginia had the least. Titan TV says, any advice for people who have analysis paralysis? Yeah, I mean, if you have analysis paralysis, I could tell you right now in your wholesaling real estate business, that will possibly be the end of you if you're just stuck analyzing properties all day. What I could tell you right now is if you're stuck in analysis paralysis, what you need to know is action and decision making is going to be your friend right now. You need to go out there and start making decisions. And Titan TV, you really got to ask yourself is like, why am I having analysis paralysis? What is the reason why I'm stuck not making a decision? Is it the right market? Is it the right marketing channel? The people that have been really successful in wholesaling, the reason why I've been successful in wholesaling, why a lot of people have been successful in life is they've taken action. You probably have analysis paralysis because you have more fear of messing up than actually doing well. What I can tell you right now is if you want to have success with this, you're just going to have to take the action. And again, for success, you just have to do what most people won't do to get the results that others don't. Great joke, great quote from Inky Johnson. Do what others won't so you get the results that others don't. So if you have analysis paralysis right now, I recommend you just go out there in your car today, drive for dollars around your area, find 100 beat up houses. Go to truepeoplesearch.com, put the property address in there, get the phone numbers, go to Google Voice, and call these people. Or you might, whoa, let me go look up the same script. No, don't look at the perfect script. I have the script for you. There's no analysis. I'm just telling you what to do. This is what the best. And if you have analysis paralysis, I just got to tell you what to do, right? Call them and ask, say, hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Then ask them if they're interested in selling the property. From there, have a natural conversation about why they're looking to sell the property. How's the property, like the condition of it? When are they looking to sell and their price? Go meet them at the property. Get the property under contract for the least possible price possible, guys, all at freewholesaling.com. And then from there, put under contract, find a cash buyer. Freewholesaling.com basically shares you how to do it all for free. I'm telling you right now. It'll show you exactly what you need to know. So what I can tell you with analysis paralysis, go out there, sell the contract for the best price possible, and make a wholesaling fee. You know, that is the point and the name of the game in wholesaling real estate. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, if you have analysis paralysis, go out there and do that. I promise you, you'll get a wholesaling real estate deal and you'll have a ton of success doing it. Just drive for dollars then, okay? If you have analysis paralysis, just do what I just say, okay? That's all I can tell you. You know, it's best if you tell me what market you're in. It kind of helps me like break it down for you. But that's basically it. So if you have analysis paralysis, get going. Just start driving for dollars, okay? That's all I could say. Just start doing, because you doing the active driving for dollars and calling somebody, I promise you, the act of just doing that easily, I promise you, just doing that will put you in the mode of just doing more and more actionable things will help you out. It's like someone asked me, Zach, how do I get up earlier in the morning? Well, if you're not an early bird, don't do it. But let's say that. So what if you want to get literally all you have to do is just get the mindset going. It's just the hardest part about waking up early is just getting like literally is just putting 2 feet on the floor. Once you're up, you're kind of up, you know? It's just laying in that bed where it's nice and warm that you don't want to get up. And that's the same thing with wholesaling real estate. What's the hardest part about wholesaling real estate is just taking that action. What's the hardest part of going to the gym? Literally putting the two feet into the gym. The rest is kind of simpler. That's my opinion, but that's what I would say. Jess says, do you mind sharing how do you find a probate foreclosure list for either house or land? Yeah. I seen some milk. I find probate from the clerk of the court. The foreclosure list is from the clerk of the court also. For land, probate land is going to be on the probate list, and foreclosure, unless they have a lien or debt on the land, it's going to be hard to find that. Best triple line dialer, in my opinion, is ZachDialer.com. ZachDialer.com. Telling you right now. Ryan Breer says, do you call every code violation or just certain violations like grass and trash? Are there specific ones? I actually go after all of them now because I've done deals outside of grass and trash that are just on the regular code violation, like mold or environmental hazards. They call them all different things. So I go after all of them really. And sometimes they're mixed in with like mechanics liens, or complaints against like contractors. I'll take those out. But really, if you talk to the code violation department, they'll break it down for you pretty good. I tried it. I tried them, but maybe I did something wrong. Yeah, let me know. Thanks, Zach. I need now to rephrase my question. Does the seller know how much you make on the sale? And have you ever backed out last minute because of it? Like I've said before, a seller's never backed out because they found out how much money I was making. They've seen my assignment on there. They really don't care. They just want their money. If you have the right reports, fine. The next rephrase of the question, does the seller know how much you make? Yes, they're always on the HUDs unless I do a double closing. And it's never over $25,000, so they don't really bat an eye on it. Now, the ones that are $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, I double close and they don't see that. That's it. Adrian says, somebody, acquisitions real estate coach says, don't negotiate in under 5 minutes in. For Zillow for sale owners, yes, you do. For everything else, I agree with that. Thanks, Zach. We'll rewatch that video. And when you put in. Awesome. Thank you. Would a median price point of $350 be good for wholesaling? Yeah. Not the best situation, but not bad. So Port Saint Lucie median price is $318. Not bad. Not the easiest one. So yeah. When you're looking at a property, how much do you look to get off a property? My goal is at least 20,000 on each deal, but I'd rather do $120,000 deals than $500,000 deal. Wait, 20, 100,000. Yeah, I'd rather do that. It's really depending on how much money you can make on it. Adrian, wipe your feet off of the door and hit that like button. Woo! I love it. I'm telling you. That's a good comment. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. I appreciate everyone in the comments telling that. Guys, if you're in the comments, also, if you guys want, guys, network in the comments. I won't put your comment on if you don't want. But like, these are people in the comments right now. These are people that are trying to get better at wholesaling real estate. And they're literally out here watching my content, which in my opinion is the best wholesaling content out there. And I don't know why I would ever think that, but they're getting pretty good info from me, I think. And these are people that are watching my lives, are trying to become better active wholesalers every single day. These are people you want to be put in the comments. So I'll put a comment out there like, hey, my name's Zach. I wholesale real estate in Port Saint Lucie. I'm looking if anyone's a JV with me. Oh, what's up, bro? I'm in Port Saint Lucie too. What's your email? Hey, what's your Instagram? My IG's ads, blah, blah, blah. That's the stuff I'd be putting on there. Love that you get passionate, no guessing where you stand on certain things. I'm telling you, I'm passionate about it. I got opinions for wholesaling. And if I don't know something or if I'm wrong on an opinion, I'll tell you straight up. No, I'll tell you. I was into Zen Call for a while, and then Zen Call started getting crazy on me, and I stopped it. The user interface just started being terrible. I was a very long holdout in Zen Call, and I was like, all right, it's getting too hard for the VA. So stuff like that. Raphael, sir, what are HUDs and what are they used for? HUDs are basically statements for real estate. It's short for HUD is short for housing and urban development. They're basically statements, basically showing a real estate sale, financial statements, and they're basically used to proof of sale of something or show you the real estate transaction, closing cost, purchase price, things like that. That's the Zach easy way of kind of defining it. They're basically financial statements on it. The official definition a HUD is, yeah, see, you get different. I mean, a HUD-1 form is basically an itemized list of all charges paid by the borrower in order to close a transaction usually. So same thing, basically. Kingston, North Carolina, working about 4 surrounding towns as one farm. Awesome. Also do the counties around it. I'm telling you, have good success doing that. I promise you. Is the number the same as 84? Usually, yeah. Let me know what market you're in. What's your opinion on for sale on Zillow, but in poor cities? Yeah, sure. Rich city, poor city, doesn't matter. Adrian says, your podcast setup, I like the improvement. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think I told everyone about it, why we decided to improve the podcast setup. First of all, I mean, it's better value for you guys. And now there's no difference between me and the other gurus. So now there's no reason for you not to subscribe for us. One last thing is YouTube decided to be poopy heads for us. once we hit 10,000 subscribers, they basically said, well, you have two choices. You can either monetize the channel, or we're just going to throw ads on it and we won't pay you. Either you just click yes to agree to get paid from us. YouTube basically said, we're putting ads on your channel no matter what. You get too many views and we need to put ads on your channel. Either you click this button and we pay you, or we run the ads and we just keep all the money. And for every YouTuber that over 10,000, that's why they all be monetized, even though if they don't want to, is because they're just going to put ads on your channel no matter what. So we're like, fine. It's either they're going to put ads and not pay us, or put the same ads and we get paid. So I was like, fine. And now, YouTube pays us money, and now I'm like, shoot, what do I do with this money? This is like blood money. I don't want this. I don't want to make money doing this, So we're like, what are we going to do? So we bought 4 4K TVs. The studio set up. We got a 8K cinema camera here, right here. We bought, and we literally just, whatever money YouTube gives us, we just kind of throw it back, because I don't want the money. I don't want it on the spreadsheet. Kind of when we're doing the accounting, it's like I don't want to make money from this. It feels dirty. Like this is my hobby. I do for fun. So I don't like it. So we try to throw as much money as YouTube pays us, which isn't like a lot, but like we try to throw it, back, just making it better, because I don't want to deal with I call it blood money. Donnie, it's 1,000. Oh shoot, it's 1,000 subscribers now. That's crazy. I think it's I didn't know. I think it's 1,000 for monetization, but it's 10,000 where they force you. It's kind of crazy. All right. Sorry, dude. Having trouble understanding your MAO. Do you use a formula or just lower the price, see if someone buys it? Hussein, it is ARV minus repairs multiplied by 84%. That's what a cash buyer will pay. You just get under that. Boss Manor says Palm Beach County is a decent market. Palm Beach, the city of Palm Beach, no, but West Palm, yes. Isaac says, Zach, what steps of wholesaling do you give to your VAs? Also, do you go for listed distressed properties? I don't do many on markets. We might do 1 or 2 a year, just because a realtor will just go to us and say, I got to get rid of this house because of our connections. But really, Isaac, we don't. VAs, they do the marketing step. That's really all they do. We were considering doing one for like follow-ups, but just have our acquisition manager do it. Yeah, they do the marketing, cold calling, and the SMS text blasting, which is the most time-intensive parts of it. So helps us out a lot. What's up, Morris? Morris is always on this. I appreciate you, bro. I asked because I saw your video where you did. Yeah, I did a $70,000 deal in West Palm Beach. I love Palm Beach. I was actually born in West Palm Beach, so it's my birth county, I guess. So I live in a county north of that, and then do all my wholesaling another county north of that. But I'm on the north side of my county, so I'm like from my house, not from the office here, from my house, I literally just I go out my door. The river's right there, and I could see Port Saint Lucie. It's a 1-minute boat ride and a 2-minute drive to Port Saint Lucie. So literally across from Port Saint Lucie, I'm in the county over there. So I'm right there. So, yeah, I do a lot of deals in West Palm. I got family in Palm Beach, so I'm always there all the time, just visiting him, because family's everything, guys. I'm telling you. Brian says, my area I live in doesn't have buyers. I'm virtually doing 2 to 3 hours away. That's one challenge. Brian, let me know what market you're in. I promise you there's buyers in your market. Okay, bro? I promise you. Is 500,000 EMD for 500,000 markets? Oh yeah. $100. That's all you really need. But 500 to 1,000, that's easily enough. Because remember, if you got to do a affidavit, you got to keep that in escrow for the duration of it. So I wouldn't go over 500. We still do 100 for our markets, and it's like a $300,000 market, you know. Kobina Arthur Jr. says, I spoke with potential seller today and he said that he'll use his contract and require wholesalers to have $5,000 earnest money. Is this common? How should I proceed? That's not common at all. No, I mean, I would do a 5,000 just if it's a good deal or not, but that's not common at all. You know, that's kind of weird. Tell him you're not listing on the market. I mean, list on the market, sure, but you're not, you know. Ferris says, is marketing to for sale banners and Zillow and other sites a good strategy? And what do you offer houses in excellent condition? I offer them the same one, enough for me to make a wholesaling fee on it. Marketing to for sale banners and Zillow are great. Ferris, watch the video I did yesterday, and you'll see exactly my process on it. Thanks, Santana. Titan says, thank you so much in advance. Was great. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. Amazing market, bro. Come on, get it going. It's a great market, dude. Telling you. I have PropStream work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Shoot. I had a deal fall through on me when I first started. I don't want to call after 7. I can text where I'm at work, but don't understand the platform. I mean, by some texting platform. I would say smsstack.com still. But yeah, Columbia is great. It's a tough work schedule, though. Indeed. Hey, Zach, good content, man. What can you say of the Space Coast market in Florida, Orlando? Space Coast is good. Like, it's not insanely. Like, I don't really do deals up there. You know, I'm kind of, there's so many deals where I'm at. I mean, I see a lot of people from Orlando trying Space Coast. It's not the best one. It's not my favorite one. Like, there's not really anyone really doing well there. There's people that have tried, they just don't do well on it. So it's okay. It's just too far for me. You are a blessing. Thank you. You're the best wholesaling contact out there. Thank you, Zach. Hussein, thank you. I'm not sure. Robert's out here. Shout out to Robert networking in the comments. Anyone need an end buyer, call. Adrian says, I'm not sure I ever got a HUD, just check from the title company. You're not part of the transaction. You are the wholesaler. So you're not buying it or selling it. So you're selling the contract, which is different. Mr. Lava, it is the best wholesaling videos. I wish I found about you first when I started. I know I would have been further than I am now. Hey, no big deal. Hey, you finally found me. That's all. So I spent $4,000 on a course to find you. And then I found you because I couldn't, the course didn't help. Hey, you spent $4,000 finding me. You found me very cheap. I promise you. Okay. So I don't take anyone's money, but I'm saying if it costs you money to find me, you know, like, hey, you want the plug to find all this wholesaling stuff? You get an $8,000 course. Freewholesaling.com. Like, and then you give them $1,000 and you're mad. Don't be mad. You learn how to do this stuff. Free wholesaling. So, appreciate it. Don't look in the past, look in the future. Hey, man, my name is Cinch. I'm just getting started in real estate, looking to eat up the California, Las Vegas, and Utah markets. Awesome. Try to eat up one market first, especially your local one. That'll probably be the best one. Hey, Zach, appreciate all you do, the info Unir Pop put out. Would Unir contracts be good to use in Jersey? Cover me. Jersey, I would talk to a local title company and ask them if that contract's going to work there or not. Definitely an upgrade. You're the best wholesaling content out there. Thank you, Zach. Get paid. It's a joke. I promise you, bro. YouTube, I mean, real estate's the top niche for YouTube, but it's a joke, bro. Like, it's a joke. Like, I make way more in an hour of wholesaling work. I promise you. Like, I just go on an extra appointment, you know, over my acquisitions manager, it'll tenfold what I get them like per month on this. It's a joke. I promise you. Like, it'll barely cover the cost of like anything here. Like, I promise you. What kind of cinema camera do you have? It's an 8K cinema camera that we use for live streaming and we use for uploading our videos and all that fun jazz. And we got also, okay, I do have to admit this. Okay. There's actually one cool thing we used on the YouTube money because I wanted to spend all the money. we bought a I bought the most rigged out Threadripper gaming PC for the streams. That's the one thing I did do. I do admit the one cool part about the YouTube is I was able to buy like the legit, because I want to spend all the money YouTube pays you, like paid us. I'm like, all right, get rid of all this money. I don't want this blood money. I make my money in wholesaling. I tell people I make money in wholesaling only. So about top of line 8K cinema camera, and I'm like, all right, what's something that's going to help the live streams? Because I was live streaming from my laptop. It was a rough laptop. It had like 8 gigs of RAM. It's not good. So I got like legit top line gaming PC, and I don't play video games that much anymore. I still have on it, but I can play 4K on everything. I love it, man. But yeah, we got the top line RTX and video on there. We got whatever CPU is the top one. I just put in there, and then we put RGB, bro. RGB all the way. But yeah, that's the one top thing I did like. But I will get into that. What are your thoughts on Myrtle Beach? Myrtle Beach is a pretty good market. I actually think it's a pretty good one. If the purchase sale agreement is with the title company, if the purchase and sale agreement is with the title company and escrow is open, can a deal be taken if someone gets a contract? No, it really couldn't. If you put an affidavit of equitable interest in there, you'd have to prove in court, but you should be fine. Yeah, because if a contract's there, then they're in default by signing a different contract. So yeah, you just can't sign multiple contracts. Zach, I have one property under contract, and I'll have another signed this week. Thanks for all the help, of course. How much should I invest in Bandit sign starting out? At least $100. Brian, you got to tell me what market you're in. I don't know. Do you have a JV agreement anywhere? I think we got Rick working on one. Yeah, we got to get that one out. Someone says, do you have a black magic? No. Like I'm telling you, I don't have black magic cameras. So what I'll tell you right now is I'm not going to tell you the cinema camera because it's going to drive everyone crazy. And I don't want the gurus to know what exact camera I got just to trick them out there. But let's say it's an 8K cinema camera. That's all I can tell. These gurus, I've had every guru DM, not everyone, but all of them like, what camera you got? I'm like, I ain't telling you. I don't know, just how it gets to the gurus. That's why I don't want to. They always comment, like they always want to know because they want to buy the same one just to copy the same look I have on my streams. It's kind of crazy that they do, but I'm like, that's why I don't reveal what camera I got. Bro, Brian, let me know what thing you got. Do you still use POTA? Of course I do. Nice. Thoughts on Rand? Land? So everyone asks if I'm a big reader. I read a lot when I started out in wholesaling, a bunch of mindset stuff. I'm not the biggest reader right now. I'm more of an implementer. So I'll listen to a lot of audiobooks, but like I'm not this guy's telling you I'm reading a book a day or a book a week. Like I'm in this business. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the great advice, you want to learn from the greats. You got to watch a lot of interviews. Like I do way more of that because I'm trying to be efficient. Like I don't sit down for 2 hours and just read a book. I could be doing work, or relaxing. So what I tell you is I listen to a lot of stuff from entrepreneurs, like when I'm working out, and that's like an extra hour a day of stuff I get. It's efficient, because I'm always working. I'll work out, 5 days a week. So like, let's say Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk. I even got, what I read this book like a bunch of times. Elon Musk book. I love Elon Musk. He didn't write this book though, And I didn't even learn about Elon Musk because I think that's going to help me in wholesaling. I just think it's an interesting dude. Like I'll go read up about like Alexander the Great, like Mike Tyson. Like here's cool. Like Mike Tyson studied great leaders in history. He studied, one of his favorite was Alexander the Great. How are you going to learn boxing through Alexander the Great? Why do I study Alexander the Great? Why do I study all these things from history? Why do I study its leadership, its history? Elon Musk is inspirational. This is stuff that are like very subliminal things I use for my wholesaling business. It helps me out a lot. I am a big reader, but I'm telling you, Elon Musk doesn't write books. He'll do interviews though. Go listen to him. You know, we want to hear the great intellectual minds of today. A lot of them will write books, a lot of them won't. You know, Jeff Bezos doesn't write books. He'll talk about interviews about running businesses though, and they're great to hear. And you won't need to get them in books. So that's one thing I can tell you right now. Interviews are great. Yeah, it's great. Let's see. Is median home price $275? Good. Yeah, it's great. Let's see here. Oops. What makes you say something is a good market versus a bad market? A bad market's where not a lot of wholesalers are doing well, and a good market's where a lot of wholesaling deals are there and a lot of wholesalers are doing well. A bad market would be one where it's just harder to get a deal pound for pound. So let's say I go to Knoxville, Tennessee. That's a pretty good market. If I go out there and try to wholesale, it's going to be pretty easy to get a wholesaling deal from there. You know, now if I go to San Francisco, it's going to be hard for me to learn the lay of the land there and get it going. It's a very nuanced market. For some people, it's an amazing market. For me, it's a hard one because there's a lot of nuances to learn there. You have to be born and raised San Fran to really know how to do it really well. So it's considered a bad one for me. That's one thing I can tell you. Do I have to use Ohio contracts to wholesale in Ohio? I know I'm not able to advertise. You technically could if you're doing double closing, but we won't get into that today. Ohio wholesaling is an interesting one. I'll talk about that a little later. But you can still use your regular contract, but still talk to a lawyer to legally say that to be protected. If you were to start a new virtual business, where would you go? Top 3. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking here. Virtually. I would go. A little stumped here. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I'm just going to say it. Richmond, Virginia, number 1. Number 2, Dayton, Ohio. And 3, right now, 2022. There's so many good ones, man. It's like saying your top 3 rappers of all time. It's like, shoot. Okay. I'm leaving some really good ones out. That's my issue. So I'm going to have to go to reliable. I'll probably go Eastern Tennessee, like Knoxville, Chattanooga area. It's still really good, you know. Michigan's a little nuanced like Detroit, so I probably wouldn't be doing like going in there, but because I do that, but that's what I'd say. Any tips on the Boston market? I'm keep getting questions like, "Oh, what camera are you using?" I'm telling you, I'm not going to say it. The gurus keep asking me, and it's one of the last things I control them on, so I'm not going to say it. I could be filming this from my iPhone. You never know. Or I could have a $500,000 camera. It doesn't matter. Altona, Pennsylvania. I'm looking in Harrisburg to Philly. I'm leery about Philly cause you need a wholesaling license. You need a wholesale. Yeah, I'll just do outside of Philly. You should be fine. Yo, Donnie, do not put your name. Like, if code enforcement asks your name, you gave me your name. That's cardinal sin number 1. Yeah, bro. Learn the rules of bandit signs. Do not give your name out when you're when code enforcement asks who you are. You just get off the phone with them. You know. Zach here in Tampa. Ferris. That's a good market. What's the best list to pull in Charlotte? Drawing for dollars in Charlotte right now is definitely the best one. I'd say hands down. What are your thoughts on the Las Vegas market? Las Vegas is good, man. It's getting very saturated. It's getting very saturated right now. So I would say Las Vegas. It's going to be a tough. It's not one I'd be sprinting in. If I'm physically live there, then fine, I'll do it. But for most parts, probably not. Hello? Hello? Someone hopped on. Alrighty. Hello? Hello? Does the volume not working? Alrighty. Bye. Examples of a good market and a good market and bad market, like now in 2020. It's 2022. So I mean it's 2021, like lately. You say driving for dollars in Charlotte. Yes, driving for dollars in Charlotte. Examples of a good market and bad market. I would say, good market. I would say good market right now would be like Fayetteville, North Carolina, bad market, New York City, or Chicago. Don't you have to do double closing or something difficult in Tennessee? Tennessee's pretty good. Especially for virtual. We've done a lot of double closings in Tennessee, but you can still do regular assignments there. And our acquisitions manager is licensed, so we're fine. If we had like a push came to shove, What is your success rate for sale by owner? I've only browsed some of the Zillow briefly. How do you go? You probably get 1 to 2 deals a month doing it, like 4 or 5 hours a day. How do you virtually wholesale if you do not have any contacts to see the house for you? You go get one. The Facebook for sale. The face bro. Like the Facebook bro. Like the Facebook for hire. I'm trying to click it. The Facebook for hire one's right there. Like people who are looking for work, easily Craigslist. Or have the seller take the picture for you. If I had my website address on it, they went to a website, they found my name. Bro, do not put your website name. Put a phone number, dude. Put a Google Voice phone number, man. Come on. Brandon says he went top. I gave you top 3, Brandon. I'm not going to get the top 7. That'll be for a video for another day. But I promise you, that's where the value in this channel is. Just trying to give you all the information. I got to break it down. So Boston's a tough market. It's a very high price point market, but you could still make it work, I would say. So for Boston to make it work, you're going to have to do a lot of government lists and a lot of reverse drawing for dollars. And it's very nitty gritty there. Pulling regular high equity lists is going to be very hard. A lot of the government niche lists are going to be where you're going to have the best success for wholesaling there. And that's kind of what I'd be going after it. Adrian says, I made the owner take pics of 3 to 4 of every room. Wow. I'd never asked my seller that because a lot of them are elderly and it gets a lot more difficult to do. But hey, if you can do it, it's great. It's not a bad one. So I don't think it'd be that difficult to do. So I still want to ask my seller. LOL bet. I gave you the top 3. What else do you want from me? But That's it, guys. So, guys, if you want to learn more about what I do, more content, guys, watch this video and hit that like button. Hit it. Hit the like button. Smash that like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, guys. I'm telling you, I try to teach wholesaling real estate the best I can. I try my best to help the people out. And honestly, that is what I want to do. I want to help the people. So if you do me a favor to help other people learn wholesaling real estate, have an abundance mindset. Smash that like button and subscribe. Share this video if you want. Tell the people where to actually subscribe to me. Just comment something, guys. Just thank you. I'm so blessed for the support. Thank you guys so much. So go to freewholesaling.com. #1 free wholesaling course on the planet. #1 course on the planet, and we'll get it going. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Keep it up. Thank you guys so much, and have a blessed one. Thank you so much.